Let's go over some amazing items and upgrades in Immortals Fenyx Rising that you can already get early if you know where to look. So in this video I will share the locations, including for your bird, who is really powerful, and an epic mount with 3 stamina bars that you can already get very early on. So a like on this video would really help me out. And let's go. Let's start with the first headgear you can find in the game, the Mane of Pride, that deals plus 150% damage against unharmed enemies, so enemies with full health. And there's no real stealth in Immortals, but you can get a head start by sneaking up to unaware enemies and doing the stealth attack, which is already strong, but now with this helmet, it is even better. Helping you instantly kill some smaller targets, or you can remove a good chunk of a bigger boss before the fight has even started. But also in combat, the first hit you will do is increased on full health enemies, so that's pretty nice. If you early on only focus on the main story missions, then you will not get the Helm, namely during the Golden Opportunity mission. You want to keep an eye on the map for the gear chest icon that you can get after doing a small puzzle. In short, you have to put all the statues nearby on the different points to be able to access the chest and then get the pretty cool lion helm. Next up, you can find the Helm of the Olympian if you pay attention in the second vault that you enter for the main story after meeting the Oracle. Vaults will have secret chests that you can miss, but if you miss them during your first playthrough of the vault, then you can always fast travel back to the vault and get what you missed. And during the second visit, you can also scan the vault and see where the chest maybe is that you did not get the first time around. If you got everything in a vault, then you will still see it on the map, but then it will just be closed and then you cannot access it anymore. We now want to get it immediately. You go to this vault during the One-Eyed Giant main mission. If you missed it though, you can find the vault over here on the map. And then at one point you have to grab a block and then put it on a point here so you can continue to go ahead. But you actually want to go to the left instead. Careful with the jumps, and then you get the chest with the nice helm with extra X damage. And having the extra X damage is great because one of the best combos in the game is the mid-air X combo, where you do 3 hits with the final one dealing some nice extra damage. Especially nice on stunned enemies, by the way, that give you like more time to build up this powerful combo. And you can enhance the Air X combo even more with an early weapon called Tempest. This X namely has a 20% chance to triple the damage of the X Air combo. So when that happens, you will see some amazing damage numbers. You can easily get this X over here in the Valley of the Eternal Spring. After defeating all the enemies guarding it, the chest will appear and then you can open it up and get this very awesome looking X. Like, I really like the look. I'll have more gear that you want to get in a second, but in this early area, like the first open world sort of region that you visit in Immortals, you can already get an epic mount, so one of the best mounts in the game. And for this, you want to go over here on the map. Like, totally go here the moment you get to this region, because having a very fast mount with a ton of stamina will save you a ton of time throughout the whole game. So mounts in this game have to be tamed, so you need to crouch and then slowly walk up to them, which can fail sometimes. So just keep trying, and then at one point a prompt will appear that lets you tame the horse, so then you can immediately ride them, but also summon them at any point if you select them in your inventory menu. And bam, now you got one of the best mounts in the game very early on. You can also get your bird very early on in the game if you know where to look. So you get it from the Bolt of the Blue quest as a reward, and this quest triggers when you climb on the high point over here in the early game region. This is also the first kind of sync point, so climb on top of it and then also get the Ambrosia, which helps you upgrade your max health. And then you'll actually see something in the distance and then get the quest. For this first objective, you need to stay in the Valley of the Eternal Spring. So this is pretty doable. There will be many enemies on your path, though you can take them out. But then in the end, you will reach the bird. Now you will be tasked to go to a slightly more challenging area, the Gates of Tartarus. Like, these enemies here will be super powerful, but you can skip them luckily, and then just focus on getting the Seed of Death that you're looking for the quest. When successful, immediately head back to the bird, and then you will complete the quest, and then you will have the bird at your side also as an ability, which is like one of the best abilities in the game, hitting the enemy 3 times, interrupting them in the process as well. Plus you can upgrade the ability too. So it's really nice to have your bird already early on, and it's pretty easily doable. Now let's go back to that tutorial island though, because there are some other gear pieces that you don't want to miss, like the feather of the soldier breastplate. Stamina is super important in Immortals for gliding, climbing and combat, so it's really smart to focus on the faults in the game to increase your overall stamina thanks to Zeus's lightning that you get at the end. And this breastplate will help you with your stamina consumption as well. It namely gives you 1 stamina chunk when equipping it and decreases stamina consumption after upgrading the chest icon at the Hall of the Gods 3 times. So spending resources at the Force of Hephaestus will then unlock the second perk for any chest that you find if you again get this icon to rank 4. But what is nice is that the first perk of a gear piece will also be upgraded if you spend resources at the forge. Like in this instance, you get 2 stamina chunks instead of 1. So to get this feather of the soldier breastplate, we want to go to the observatory in the first island, like where you start the game. There will be a gear icon as you see right here. Just make your way to the top. Then you will find a chest there with this very handy breastplate. Stunning enemies is something you also want to focus on, because it will make them unable to do anything back and gives you a nice opening for powerful attacks. The Stone Glare Mask goes hand in hand with this mechanic. It namely increases your damage by 40% for 6 seconds when stunning an enemy, which is really insane. And this one is also at the observatory to the side here, like where Fynx is on the map. So you want to go down actually for this one. And at one point you will be like, okay, I will not survive this fall. But there will actually be a room below this. So carefully go down and then you will find 3 points. Break the rock that you find on the left nearby. And put 2 of them on the 2 points on both sides. And then stand on the one in the middle to get to the chest with the helm. And the rank 4 perk you can unlock for this one is insane too. Then you will refill 200% of a stamina chunk when stunning an enemy. So for this you need to upgrade the helm icon that you see at the forge 3 times. And by the way, while we are at the Hall of the Gods that you go to by the way very early on in the game, you want to make sure that you check the heroic tasks as well. That can give you some nice in-game rewards, but also the live tasks that have a timer. Completing those will namely give you a special currency that you can give to Hermes, who has a weekly selection with weapon skins and mounts that are available in the Helix style shop. So this is basically the Sargon from Odyssey, only more generous it seems. So totally nice to keep an eye on the live tasks, because then before you know it, you can get one of these very cool items. Totally subscribe for more Immortals content if you haven't already. A like on this video would really help me out. And totally check out another Immortals video by clicking on the screen. Let me know what you want to see and if you're liking the game in the comments down below. And for now, I will speak to you next time. Goodbye.